Hey guys, today I'm going to be filming a video that I saw another YouTuber do that I thought was interesting, and I wanted to go kind of do the same thing. I got this idea from Paula from a beauty guru made me do it. I love watching her videos, so I'll leave her link down below, as well as a few other YouTubers that she mentioned in her video that also did a similar thing. So today I did like a shop my stash kind of situation for this year's Pantone color of the year, which is called Living Coral. So that is the color of the year, and if I can, I will insert a picture from their website of the pictures that they posted for the shade. So I used that as an idea, and I went through my collection and pulled out a ton of stuff that I think will work well as the shade Living Coral. So we have eyeshadows, tons of eyeshadows, blushes, lip products, eyeshadow sticks, tons of stuff. So I'm gonna sort these out into categories, and then I will come back and we will get into it. Okay, so to start this off, I'm going to first talk about eyeshadows, and this is the color that I kind of based everything else off of. I think it matched pretty well to the picture that they shared on their page, so I kind of left this one open and compared all the colors to this. And Paula also mentioned this color in her video, and this is an eyeshadow from the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and this is in the color Still Shot. So that is right here, and I think this is like the perfect Living Coral shade. So I'm going to swatch this one, and then we will compare all the others to this color. So that is what this looks like. And that is right there. So I'll probably leave this swatch up on my hand, and then I will compare everything else next to it. So that is the first color that I think matches the Pantone color of the year. We'll just keep going through eyeshadows, and then we will switch categories. So next I found from the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Honey palette the color right in the middle, Honey Brittle. And this one is definitely, now that it's side by side too, it's lighter and more orange. It's right there. But I think, and I love this color in the crease, and I think it will give you a similar look, especially paired with others. So that is that color. Next I have from this LA Colors trio. It's in the color Magnolia. This doesn't have a specific shade name, but let's see. This one is definitely more of a pink tone, and that one is right here. So same kind of idea, but this one definitely leans more pink. Next from the Urban Decay, I think this is one of the shadow boxes in the shade Free Love, down here. This one is has more of a sheen to it right here, whereas the Urban Decay from the Born to Run palette is a matte. So there's that color. Next from Makeup Forever, this 9-pan palette, number 3, and this is the color I-804. I wish these had names. But right in the middle, this one also has a sheen to it, and it's pretty similar to the last. It's kind of like a mix between the Shadow Box and the Born to Run palette. So it has like the sheen, but more of the tone of the first one. So there are all those. There's a few more eyeshadows that I pulled out from the Ace Beauté Grandiose palette. I got this in BoxyCharm, and I think the shade Clove, yes, Clove, is a perfect color. This one is definitely more orange. Let's see, we'll go. Right on the bottom. But I love this color in the crease. I love this palette overall. I love to put patchouli all over the lid, and then clove in the crease, poppy in the crease. I've played with these ones a little bit, but not too much, and then I love jasmine across the entire lid. I've used rose more on like the lower lash line, but I really like this palette. So that is Clove on the bottom. The last eyeshadow palette that I grabbed is also from BoxyCharm, and this is the BoxyCharm and Pure palette. A lot of people don't like this palette, but I really enjoy it. So there are 3 colors in here that I think could kind of work, and we'll see what they look like when they're swatched out. But these 3 shades across the top are all in the coral family. First is Nakey. And this is definitely more of a lighter orange. Right there. We have Belle, which I think is the most coral one of all of them. Right there. And Squad, which this one has more of a glow to it. And that one is at the bottom. So that is all the eyeshadows that I pulled. Again, I think the Urban Decay Born to Run is the closest to the Pantone color of the year. But also the one from Clove from the Ace Beauté palette, this one, is also very close. So that is what those all look like. Okay, next I found 2 eyeshadow pencils. I like to use these as bases, but I think both of these are definitely close to the Living Coral shade. So first from Pixie, this is the Lid Lash Shadow Pen in Peach Pave. And I have the Urban Decay shadow in Still Shot on my hand still. And this is definitely more of a shimmery color. It's hard to get off my hand, so I don't want to make a giant swatch. But it is almost identical to the shade Still Shot from the Urban Decay palette. It's just more of a metallic. So that is the Pixie eyeshadow pencil in Peach Pave. Next, for eyeshadow stick, we have from the Avon Glow Eye Pencil Duo. And this is in the color Coral Crush. And that one is down here. And again, that one is pretty spot on. And this one is a matte eyeshadow pencil. So that is all that I found for eyeshadow pencils out of my collection. Next, we'll go to highlighter. I only have 2 highlighters that I found. First is from the Smashbox Powder Highlighter Photo Strip Highlighting Palette. and this one in the shade Peachy Sheen. So I actually keep this in like my eyeshadow drawer, and I haven't really gravitated to this that much. That is what that one looks like. I don't think this is a highlighter, but I did put it in the category of the highlighters since that's what it's called. But I like this formula as eyeshadows. You could probably use this as a blush if you wanted to, but I think these work really well as eyeshadows. The next highlighter that I have is the Revlon Peach Glow highlighter, and this is actually in my project pan right now, so this is going to be a spoiler, but I have pan on this. Super exciting. I was trying to just hit pan on this, but if we use the bottom two strips, it is not exactly, but you get the same kind of vibe. And this will go really well with the coral shades on your eyes, especially if you're going for like a monochromatic look with like these colors on your eyes, this on as a highlighter, and then another shade on your lips. I think this would be really pretty, and I really like this highlighter. Okay, next we have blushes. So let's start with cream blushes. I have 4 cream blushes here to share with. And the first comes from this Transformation palette from Pure. And it is right on the bottom. And this is in the shade Brand New, I believe. It might be tailor-made. Either Brand New or tailor-made. I can't tell how they are laying this out. But let's go ahead and swatch this. This is a cream product. It has slight shimmer in it, but it pretty much comes off matte. And there it is right there. Pretty much an identical match. Next, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in medium. And this was definitely an impulse buy from TJ Maxx when they first started bringing high-end products, because I can only use a few of these shades. So I haven't really touched these two for obvious reasons. But these two shades work well. I can use the banana shade and then this shade for a blush. So this is the color Warm Coral. And that is right there. And I think this is a perfect match for the Pantone Living Coral. Next, I have this LA Girls Cheek and Lips tint in the shade Fever. I think I got this from the AOA website a while back when I was obsessed with that website. I still am kind of obsessed with that website. Everything's $1. How could you not be obsessed? And this one is definitely more of like a coral with hot pink. And that is right there. But blended out, I mean, you're going to still get the same look. So that is this shade. And then the last cream blush I have is the Becca Beach Tint in Watermelon Moonstone. There's that. And this one obviously has the gold tint to it from the Moonstone portion. But that is right here. This smells really good. It smells like fake watermelon, like a watermelon like candy. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So that is right there. This is the eyeshadow that I was basing everything off. So I think they match pretty well. Again, I think the Anastasia shade is the perfect color, but you're gonna get the same look with this. So if you have this, definitely don't run out. If you have any of this stuff, you definitely don't need to run out and buy anything new just based on this color of the year. That's kind of what the whole point of this video was for me, at least. Kind of to show myself that I have all these colors and I don't need to buy anything else. Because I have a shopping problem, as most of you probably have noticed. So next, let's get into powder blushes. First, I have this. I don't even remember where I got this from. I think this is from TJ Maxx. This is the By Style Essentials All About Color Eye and Cheek palette. And there isn't any shade names. This is what this looks like. It's kind of like a Morphe, BH Cosmetics, Coastal Scents, Crown Beauty, along those same lines of those. But we're gonna swatch, you know, let's just swatch all three of these. I think this is gonna be the most closest to the Pantone color, but why not? Let's put them all down. These are like really powdery. They're not great quality, but I think I got this when I was first starting getting obsessed with makeup. Honestly, I don't think I've used this very much. So, this is the Urban Decay Still Shot eyeshadow, and then these are the 3 shades from this palette. They're all pretty similar. The middle one is definitely the most coral color. But that is this palette. Next, I have the Pure 4-in-1 Blush Book, and the shade Determined, I think, at least on this end, is definitely coral. So I'm just going to swatch the end. That has the most coral. You can swirl these together, or you can just focus on one side. So if I wanted the coral look, I would focus on this side. But that is what this looks like. Let's do it next to the eyeshadow. These are super pigmented. It's a little powdery, but I think it's spot on for the Living Coral shade by Pantone. Next, let's stick to Pure because I have a couple more shades. This is the Pure Bronze and Brighten palette, the Dreamer palette. We got this in BoxyCharm. And then in the shade Blushing Glow. This is what this looks like. And this is definitely a shimmery shade. Honestly, it's very similar to that last Pure color. So that's the Urban Decay color. That is the last blush we did, and then that is this one. I really like that one. It's definitely like really powdery, and it's super pigmented. Obviously, both of those are. So it's hard to use as a blush unless you go super light-handed. But the third Pure is from the Midnight Masquerade Face palette. We got this in BoxyCharm, and the shade Hidden Secret on the blush side, I think, is a perfect coral color. So this one is not nearly as powdery, and it's a little bit more pink. It's right here, but again, along the same lines as all the others. Next, again from BoxyCharm, the Real Her Be Fearless Be Limitless palette in the shade Limitless. And this has a little bit of a sheen to it, but for the most part it is pretty matte. And this is a baked product. it's right there on the bottom. And this is a super pretty blush. Next, from this Anastasia trio in the shade Peachy Love, the shade I'm going to swatch is the shade Ginger, right in the middle. Right on the bottom, and again, very similar to all the others. I really love these. I have 3 of these, I think. They're so pretty. Again, I think I got that from TJ Maxx or Marshall's. Next, from Model Co., this is the blush in Peach Bellini. I eventually want to use this up. It's getting pretty old. I got it in a boxy Birchbox. Either a Birchbox or an Ipsy a while ago, and I haven't gotten those since I went to college. So like almost 5 years ago. That is what this looks like. So this is definitely getting old. I need to use this up. It's on my list. Next, I have the NARS Blush in Orgasm. And surprisingly, nobody else that I've watched has mentioned this. It's getting old. I got this freshman year of college. It's definitely more pink, but I think if you have this, a lot of people have this, I don't think you need to go out and buy anything else. I think that will definitely suffice. So, everybody knows what that looks like. It's like a pinky corally blush with some gold reflex. And the last blush that I pulled is this little mini Too Faced Love Flush and Love Hangover. Looks like that. And it looks like that. Again, very similar to everything else. And it's really pretty, like everything else. So that is everything that I pulled for blushes. Now we're going to get to lip products. So let me take these swatches off. And we'll put that eyeshadow back on my hand. Right there. That's the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Still Shot. Okay, let's get to lip products. So let's start with lipsticks. I have 3. So the first one I have is the Too Faced La Creme in Juicy Melons. Really pretty. This definitely leans a little bit more pink, but it's pretty and it's coral. Next is the Rimmel Color Brush in, this does not have a color name. It's this orangish red packaging. And that is right there. Right there. This is definitely a coral lipstick. Lip pencil balm thing. Whatever you want to call it. Next is from NYX. This is the matte lipstick in Couture. And this is more of a nude. Up at the top. But it's definitely, if you want that coral look, but you don't want something that bright, this is a good option. Okay, next I have this lip balm from Baby Lips in the color Strike a Rose. And this is definitely sheer. And it leans a little bit more pink, but it's going to give you that same vibe. Okay, the rest are like lip glosses. So, well, this one's a stain. So this is the Revlon Color Stay Moisture Stain in Cane's Crush. Looks like this. And this is definitely vibrant. Right there. So these are definitely bolder, but they're definitely coral colors. Okay, next we have the Too Faced Melted Metal Liquid Lipstick in Melted Metallic Tutu. And this one I'm trying to use up because I bought this at Marshall's. Pretty sure it went bad because it is more gloss than pigment. So I probably should throw it away, but I don't want to. Because I have a bunch of other ones of these and they're super pigmented, like a liquid lipstick, but this one is more glossy. So that is what that looks like. It matches the color family. So if you have this and it's not bad like mine, I'm sure this will be perfect. Yeah, I don't know. It's in my little drawer of lipsticks I want to eventually use up, so we'll see if I get to it this year. If I don't get to it this year, it's probably going to get trashed. Three more lip glosses. First is Bite Beauty. This is in the shade number 6. This is from the watercolor lip gloss kit that came out a while ago that I obviously bought because it was on sale. Story of my life. But that is right here. More of a baby pink tone, but still coral. Next is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie in Sweet Kisser. And that is right there. These smell so good. These are more of a sticky gloss, so if you don't like sticky lip glosses, I don't recommend the Marvelous Moxie glosses, but I love them. Lastly, this is the NYX Butter Gloss in Maple Blondie. And I know a lot of people used to love this one, so I feel like a lot of people probably have this, or at least used to. And this is more pink, but it'll definitely work for that coral look. And that is right there. So that is everything that I have to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was definitely fun for me to just go through and look through all my stuff and see what I have and kind of revisit some old favorites. Yeah, I know some of them weren't perfect matches. Some of them were. But definitely they all give the same vibe that you might be looking for. So I will leave Paula's video and her channel down below, as well as the other people that she mentioned that were doing a similar thing. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I have a makeup haul that I'm going to film next because I just got a box from Shop Hush and from Shop Miss A. So I'll have an affordable makeup haul up next. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.